This is CIT 1122 Packet Tracer 1.6.1. This is the last packet tracer in this in Chapter 1. After this, move on to Chapter 3 is the next chapter that actually has packet tracers. So this one's a little different than anything we've seen before. You get to build your own packet tracer, and the trick to scoring the points in this is making sure that you actually change the names of the devices to what is listed in this table across the top here. If you don't do that, and they tell you that, but if you don't do that, it is not going to work, okay? So what they want you to do is just build a small network. It's just one router, two switches, two PCs. You're going to connect everything together. You're going to make your basic configuration, set up a couple of passwords, and you're done. It's not too bad. So let's get into part one here. Part one, click the network devices, and we're going to add one 1941 router. So hopefully everyone's done this before. And quite honestly, as I was going through this and I looked at this, I'm like, this is a really good lab for like the very beginning of 1141, or excuse me, for the beginning of 1121. Because this would be, a lot of times you're like, hey, I don't really know what I should do. How do I make my own my own network? This will show you how to do that. So, okay, grab a router, great. Go over to the switches, grab a switch, grab another switch, great. And head over to the end devices and grab a couple of PCs. So go ahead and grab the PCs there. And we got ourselves a small network. The next thing it says after you grab all the devices is you're going to go ahead and I think you're going to connect them in the next place. So router, switch, and a submenu. Devices have the default names. Okay, so we're going to change the names of all the devices to what we have in the table here. So router 1 is going to become RTA. Make sure spelling and capitalization count in packet tracers. So be sure to capitalize all of the letters that need to be capitalized. Otherwise, that'll be a whole device that you will not be able to score points with. And that is just no good. Okay. Host names are set. These devices below. Text field should appear. We just did that. Replace the current display with the appropriate names. We just did that. Repeat that. Oh, yeah, we're all the way down to step 3 already. Okay, so click the orange lightning bolt and go ahead and connect everything. Since this is a standard network and we have no more than one connection connecting to any switch, these are all going to be straight through cables. We would use a crossover if we were going switch to switch. Or if we're going from the router all the way to the PC and there was no switch, then we use a crossover. But since we don't have any connections like that, we are going to just use the regular straight through cable that you would use in a normal circumstance. Right, so that's good. And click on that and this. And here, and I am going to go right by the book, and I do everything exactly as they asked me to do it. So we are set in that space there. So host names in the addressing table, and then passwords as listed here. All lines should accept connections. Okay, sounds good. Configure an appropriate message of the day. Set up your IP addresses for your interfaces with descriptions, and then save everything. Okay, that doesn't seem too bad. Let's see if we can get it. We can't. Okay, so we can't get this all on one page. So I'm just going to go into the router. We'll do the first couple of lines, and we'll scroll this up, and then we'll do the rest of it. So RTA, and we'll start this with config T. First things first, host name is RTA. Okay, good. And second thing is secret password. For privilege mode, enable secret, Cisco EMPA55. That looks pretty good. And then line password. So we'll go linecon 0, password, Cisco, line PA55. Keyword login. You always need login at the end there. Line BTY 0 space 15. And same deal, password, Cisco line PA55, login, and that's done. That's good. All lines should accept connections. I think we're set up there. Configure an appropriate message of the day banner. Okay, exit, and we'll say banner. MOTV. Delimiting character, let's do warning. Same delimiting character and closed, and we now have a banner. And the next thing we need to do is go ahead and set up the interfaces. Let's go back here. Scroll up to the top here, and let's go ahead and set those IPs. Really easy subnet mask. They're giving you the whole thing here. So TG0/0. One's done. We can go straight from here. G0/1. Just a quick description. Just all right, I think we're in pretty good shape here. All right, so IP address is done. I think everything's done. I'll do a copy run start, and I think that is all we need to do on that router. So configure the router. Hostname, check. Password, check. Passwords, check. Configure appropriate message of the day banner. Check. Addressing, yes. Descriptions, yes. Save, yes. We're done. Okay, let's go to switch 2. So, or switch 1 and switch 2, we'll do those both the same way. We're going to change the host names, change the IP addresses to what is in the table, and set up passwords as we just saw. Configure the switches so they can send data. Okay, fine. And save the config. Okay, easy enough. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll go to the switches. I still need to see this piece right here. We'll do switch 1 first. So config T, change the host name to SW1. And let's go ahead and set the enable secret. Done, and let's set the line passwords. Linecon0. Cisco ENPA55. Login. Oh, that is not correct. Go to the VTY lines, same deal, and set that password, and we'll do login there. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I think that is squared up. Let's go ahead and do we need a no, switches, send data. Okay. Oh, so sending data. Okay, so let's set the IP address for this particular switch. So switch 1 is supposed to be 10.10.10.2. No problem. So let's put that in interface VLAN 1. Cool. And we'll shut that. And exit, and IP default gateway is going to be 10.10.10.1. Easy enough. Cool. Exit, copy, run, start. Hopefully that's all we need there. Let's go ahead and close switch 1. Let's go over to switch 2. We're going to do the exact same thing. So let's take a look at that one. So we'll do EN, CT, hostname, SW2. And enable secret is, let's take another look. Cisco ENPA55. You think I could memorize that at some point in time? Linecon 0. Password is Cisco line PA 55. Keyword login, line VTY, 0 space 15. Remember, we're going to set all the VTY lines at once. When we do 0 space 15, that means we're going to configure all 16 lines. So this is like a batch job here. And I'm just going to go use the up arrow a little bit because that's a lot of stuff to type. And we've got those set, so those are good. I don't think we need a banner, if I remember correctly. Next thing is encrypted password for the value. Step 1, can all accept passwords 2. So they can send data. Oh, okay. IP address and then save it. So we'll do the same things we did. Switch 2 is 10.10.20.2. So IT VLAN 1, 10.10.20.2. It's a /24. We'll no shut that and exit IP default gateway 10.10.20.1. And that's done. Exit there. And I think we're in good shape. We'll do copy run start. And we're at 87%. So not bad. Last thing, let's hit the PCs. So PC1, PC2. PC1 is obviously on the 10.10.10 network. PC2 would be on the 10.10.20 network. So I'm just going to make PC1 10.10.10.3 and PC2 10.10.23. So same subnet mask, same default gateway as we had set for the switch, because everybody on the same network needs the same default gateway and the same subnet mask. That is just a good old common thing. So that's done there. Let's go to PC2. We'll do the same thing on that one. And so this one's over on the 20 side. And that should get us there. And click there. And we are at 100%. Woohoo! All right, cool. So that is the final lab in Chapter 1. A nice review if you forgot what you were doing from the previous labs. This one's pretty good. And it's the first one I've ever seen where you have to build your own stuff. So pretty cool.